Hey guys, Wee here. I'm not gonna get in the habit of doing something like this, but because this was a special project, I might as well for the first episode. But this is Project 11. It is essentially combining a real-time strategy into Arma 3, similar to Antistasi, but with much more focus on RTS elements such as upgrade trees, units, with different gear and trying to get ahead of your opponent as the opponent is actively trying to get ahead of you, but they're starting off, as a small group and they'll expand into the enemy. So, with that, I will say this was probably one of the longest projects I've had to do a lot of development work. Heck, even after we did the first op, I still had to finish all the documentation, get with the ground command, and talk about what to upgrade and get all that sorted in the mission file. But I hope you enjoy, is what I'm trying to say, because this had a lot of work go into it. So yeah, they're going to basically go the a different direction than I told them to, and fight much harder units than they're supposed to, and still kick a lot of butt, but at some cost. So yeah, hope you enjoy. We're gonna go right into where they're lifting off about now.
Don't worry, I've already set up a system with my JTAC. Thanks for advice.
No problem. They got the frickin' plane leading, and then the two helicopters flying fairly high. But let me make sure I've got my global setting on 90, 35, 50, 50. Yep, also I turned on a few VCOM features, so this should get interesting. But I gave them the opportunity to do an airdrop. I would have recommended that airdrop. But otherwise, they're just going to have this play out the way it does. I will also be sending QRF basically from these fobs into that position. Looks like Nano, he's flying low, trying to check this LZ. And I don't really think I have anything on Overwatch. Like, everything that would normally be, watching this section has been pulled off. Hence the whole campaign's opportunity here. So, Nano's waving off. And it looks like the choppers are going in. But for the most part, I don't really have anything aggroing here. I gotta be careful because I do have a ZU gun back here. But otherwise, nothing really major.
Send in Goat Team 6.
So first chopper's down. He's now lowering
Hey, Liru,
Kalem's
what's
chopper. Also coming in. Gonna land a little on the left. So now we're gonna see these choppers basically come in and drop these guys off. Valley, thanks for the 13-month resub. I'm doing alright. I'm just really sleep deprived right now. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you're getting a kick out of this. I don't know where Derecki's going. He's gonna...
Good job. Hi, is it possible for some fucking ACLs for that? Because that
Nope.
is not human error.
No.
I watched him land on a tree, so yeah.
Well, sorry, I'll rephrase. That's not my human error.
Get a better pilot next time.
Slim pickings in this fucking community.
Like, literally, here's the bush you landed on to explode.
Gonna load up some medical, or gonna load up?
Yeah, bring him some.
You landed on a
too.
side of a hill. You could have landed
Alpha
right
Bravo,
here.
Why is your team moving to the lighthouse?
Because we're taking a look from up here. Give me a moment.
Okay. Probably get eyes on the town close to the resource depots, but not the first town that we're moving to.
Can't take bandages out.
Yeah, I don't know why the elastics are being weird. Just take the elastics from my the 4 boxes here. So here's the real trick. Do I want to aggro against that? Probably not, because even though there was still that, I don't think anything actually aggroed here. Yeah, these guys are set to aware. They'd be set to. I probably just forgot to set them to safe, but yeah. So 1 chopper lost due to incompetence. I love it.
Like that's the ride. Quickly load up
Like,
on ammo.
Wait, you want me to load up
the
an ammo
fact
gun?
that the pilot picked a
no.
hill
No.
next to a tree
Well,
instead of literally right here just baffles the ever-living fuck out of me.
Upper landing nearest.
Not even kidding.
Fuck.
he is coming in. A little hot.
The smoke, that's a good
Yeah,
question, but
get it.
from the
Have
angle,
some
I don't think we're gonna see that,
Shields
Shields
so.
on it's moving.
Reloaded it too heavy.
So
Yeah, these guys are staying aware, so their AI technically had them hear
Be
it.
advised, command will be
So,
moving with
since they are
Charlie and
aware and I set them to
Delta.
safe and they set back to aware, I am gonna
If
have
you
these
get
guys go
into
up
any
and check out what
trouble,
the fuck that
just
was
pass
about.
it through. We can hook you up with some area support if need be.
So, I'm gonna start grabbing...
Cooling down?
What is this?
Oh, he's out.
5T MIL. GL MIL. Okay.
Loading cargo.
Let's do
Alpha to Bravo,
over
we
here.
reached the red and blue circles.
Copy that. We're currently coming up from south.
I mean, yeah, that'll work. Send
Charlie
in
Delta,
go
is my
team
JTAC with
6
you there somewhere?
now.
I'm sure he's JTAC.
JTAC is sitting with Alpha and Bravo.
Can you spawn in and not explode,
in the
please?
flash
That would be great.
Solid copy, solid copy. Stick with them, Your
Oh,
air
God.
support is yours. Pogo, when he gets there,
Yes.
he will be joining you.
Roger that. Okay. The game stops chugging. Slushy, can you take your team down
And
to like
Felix,
that
thanks
hill
for
and see if
the
you can get eyes on that?
resub. Do
We'll
a
stay
barrel
here
roll.
and
Yeah, right.
Support you.
Hot damn. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, man, and I hope you're getting a kick out of this.
Red, moving east, northeast.
So I'm just gonna do an infantry drop right here, since that's close to that one. I'll also do this one over here.
Cool. We're just checking this town out real quick. Say again, was that for Alpha?
Stay up there.
We're at somewhere in the red and blue circle. We're checking out the town of Sherrod right now.
So yeah, the enemy kits have
Not from our
Springfields,
position.
some
I'm
better
sending one of my teams
MGs,
to
they
get
got
another angle on it and
42s, they
just
have
check.
some
If we don't
really
see anything, then we'll pass on.
trivial level laws. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, so these guys are now in combat. I think the plane spooked them, but that's going to basically hamper down how close they are to doing that. So they're doing a force split. They're doing a motherfucking force split. Hope that works for them, because they don't know what enemy kits they're fighting. But we're basically at 2 squads and 2 squads. So, and then Crown Command looks like he's kind of following up over here. Tempesto looks like he took GC. So that'll be interesting to see regardless. But we have basically 1 squad kind of coming into here. Make sure this town's clear. I did put a single Vic in there. We got this other group kind of coming up. They could engage this guy early.
Gas station at the town that we first come across, Hamrat. Fuel truck
Kalen's coming
tanks
back
now.
to basically
That
pick
could
up
probably be utilized
Tareki.
for our now.
Most definitely.
And we're going to have first combat up here, essentially, because of that explosion. And they might also catch a glimpse of this chopper coming in. Amazingly enough, he put himself out of position to not see it. However, these guys might not notice that he is up right there. I don't think they're at an angle to see him through the tree line.
Alpha
These
to
guys are going over here.
Bravo, town looks clear. We're going in just to
So
see
they
if
found one of the
anything we
fuel
can take.
trucks. Basically,
Copy,
this kid,
on the
they
hill,
bring it
brother.
back to their base
Northwest
and get
of
RPs for it. Medic healing onion
Gonna
ring. What
continue
happened
moving
there?
north and meet you there.
Affirm.
It looks like Chopper was bringing in additional reinforcements to Reki, also waiting to be mounted. Yeah, he's looking right at the Chopper position.
Hi, Command, this is ground.
This is high, send traffic.
Do tell what considers as a secured asset for RP points, because my guys found a CV fuel truck.
Roger. Because we don't have anything captured on the mainland, to secure something, you're going to have to bring it to the island. So I'd recommend using your choppers to tie them down and airlift them over. Over.
Solid copy. All forces, did you copy last?
Affirm,
So they're going to be radioing, confirming that bad boys are over there.
Been clear, and hopefully pilots are going to collide with a tree this time.
Solid copy. JTech,
But
do you have
until
your
these
net
guys
yet?
actually get contact to see what's going on right there.
Yeah,
they're
make
not
sure
going
that
to, do
the
anything.
pilots know what's the deal with capture of the vehicles.
Yeah, will do.
So I think they're bringing that Vic back. They could airlift that back. That would be smart. Meanwhile, over on the left side here, you got this group over here. I don't think they've noticed the fact that I got this ATM car,
Bravo, is that
AG,
near you? That might be friendly.
AT car right here. He's just chilling. Not even doing anything bad. He's just a backup, you know, what if. And I'm hearing shots.
Hey, you're currently capturing the whole town.
Affirm, Alpha's in town
So
right
that is
now.
our two machine gunners back here providing overwatch. So this is a feature VCOM will do. They have their machine gunners right here kind of trying to overwatch things. They fired at that chopper. And now we're going to basically just spawn 2 squads of infantry. And have them go at all deliberate speed here. And essentially run up to reinforce these 2 positions. They're not going to take a Vic.
Charlie, did you hear these shots to the
Otherwise,
southwest?
infantry are
There's a
spinning
reactor
around.
right there.
It's southeast, and yeah, well, expedite. The truck's Invictus ready for pickup. It's in an open field camp.
It looks like they're shooting
Sorry,
at
copy.
some of the guys that joined in
Hey,
late.
Alpha.
So they're kind of caught out of position here. You can see VCOM's kind of going for them because they're now ignoring my orders and gunning
Yeah, I
for
just
them.
got eyes on it myself.
What's strange about this, Pogo, I think he's going to stay with these guys and coordinate them as an element from Ground Command's team. Meanwhile, the rest of Ground Command's team is going to go for this position. But again, this force split, I am
Bravo, north to
really worried
use
about
Vic
this.
to in service into the town real quick.
And we have this guy just chilling up here, being a little wiser.
I mean, if you want to announce that you're coming.
So these guys going to the last position they saw these 3 at, so it looks like these 3 might be able to evade this squad. We'll have to see how things go.
Charlie?
VCOM is very terrifying, I agree. Devs from Fear porting their AI over to Arma. Well, I mean, Fear AI wasn't really the best. But otherwise, you got these 3 guys. You can tell Andrews' internet connection's messing with him a bit. Gabian looks like he was able to take out that MG guy. But I'm going to have this squad try to come
I
around
have
here.
eyes on an armed vehicle to your southwest, Alpha Bravo.
Yeah, so Pogo, I think, found the armed Vic right
On the
there.
hill.
It's just a guy chilling on the hill.
Come again. Vehicle southwest.
Yeah, looks like a missile car.
Now we got this squad coming around. They are going to start shooting at Andruza, so he's got to keep his head down.
From me or from you?
He's on the rock now.
Currently at the road, directly northwest of the town.
I think
no,
I just
maybe like
might have seen a grenade get thrown.
300,
Yep.
400 meters.
So MG's reloading. We got this rifle squad coming around. And Andruza, he needs to pop smokes and get out, or just pop more grenades, because he is about to basically get enveloped here. Automatic trying to come around to assist.
Fire. Blue on blue, blue on blue.
Now I'm hearing blue on blue. And they got the shot on him.
Charlie's position's been marked. You guys
So
made this
Andrews
fire
is
on us.
down.
Bravo.
We got these guys
Fire
running
on
up.
us.
Automatic trying to run up to pop grenades.
Contact.
Looks like he just popped a smoke. Nope, that was an impact grenade. Perfect throw. No, that was an AT grenade.
Bravo, here we have secured an enemy.
And he just murked everyone in that squad with that one grenade. Very good choice there. He goes down, and Druza woke back up.
Good copy.
That was an interesting choice of assets there.
Charlie, what's the situation?
So Nano trying to kind of scout things out with aircraft now that he has a bit more leeway here because he's been shot at, but he's now going to fly right over this position.
Fucking plane to fuck off from the AO. He's circling over the
I just fucked
area
up his
and
hull for
startling
that.
them.
So he's gonna have to be forced to RTB.
He's already running back.
I'm gonna have to watch him because, actually, let me quickly check something.
His pilot after doing the most retarded thing, speaking in an AO.
Do I have any healing costs
Already on
for
it.
any of the aircrafts for the Antov? Attack helicopters, no. Transport planes. Yeah, repair cost is 1 RP, so if he wants to repair that puppy, we are going to dock 1 RP from their resource point, by the way, is what RP means, so. Whether he knows it or not, but after they run out of, I've only given them 4 to start with. But that's why I'm also going to be very quick to micro these, so.
Go.
I'll be watching him occasionally.
I
wanna see if they actually take that Vic with
the
them.
objectives now. We've recovered an Eagle with a McLean on it.
These guys looks like they're checking bodies. And Caleb looks like he's just flying around in
Yeah, I'm
circles. Yeah,
with
that's
him.
what I do when I'm
We're gonna use it
bored.
as a kind of de facto
But
command
what they
vehicle
could
for now.
do is, he could have them airlifting that vehicle out. So otherwise, these two
Even though I
squads are
want to
being
use the
sent
orange
around.
camper van for that purpose.
What I'm also going to do is
Sorry,
because
what do you
they
want
only
to
think
camper
the,
van
Command vehicle.
Do you mind if Alpha uses his troop transport?
I don't care. We're using the gun truck.
yeah, this squad start coming over. We're going to play defensive. Right now, what the Titanian forces are, which is Green 4, they're going to be focusing on, now reprioritizing assets, bringing QRF in as needed from reserves that are going to be on the front line, basically around here. So this is going to take, a good 20 to 30 minutes. But after that, I'll have a lot more forces to play with. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
The what?
Otherwise, you still have these forces coming over.
Understood.
Have those guys go on patrol.
On the way.
I'll send those as QRF. Yeah, so I'm watching him to see if he heals it or not, because that's going to cost him points. So Barbarian, he's driving his guys around in this silly little car. Can fit 6 people, so I wonder if he's using it to transport infantry. That's exactly what he's doing. So he's going to go back and grab the rest of his guys up there. Very smart play right there. In terms of ingenuity of using your assets.
Alpha here, Bravo. Yeah, that's you ahead of us. Never mind.
This is Alpha. I just dropped
But
off
I'm
troops
gonna
in the
open a
camper van. I'm
notepad
going
here.
back to get the rest, yeah. They're just to
Yeah,
the
I
west.
was wondering where you are.
He is totally going for the repair on that. So yeah, if they're greedy with their assets, it's not going to work out for them.
Shift the tune before you engage into anything. I want you to keep as low a profile as you can and get me intel on the surrounding area.
Yeah, I'm watching the Super Bowl later. I've got a tradition with Bloodwing where we because Texas de Brazil, which is this big like Brazilian steakhouse, they have takeout and they offer 20 to 25% off, depending on the year, on the takeout. So we just get Texas, because none of us are really football fans, but you know, 25% off is a pretty good deal for Texas de Brazil takeout. So yeah, he repaired that. I'm keeping note of that. Ground, this is high. Do you copy?
Ridge 3/5. Go ahead.
Roger, just letting you know an RP was just spent to repair an Antop plane, so you're at 3 now.
Solid copy.
So I wonder if Calum's gonna be told to grab that, because otherwise it's not gonna be rolled over, and you know, some of the assets, depending on what they are gonna be brought out. What are these guys doing? Oh, that's my second squad of infantry being told to go in there, right? The first squad's down.
3 guys I need reading say. That's ETA on when they can be pushed into the air.
Stand by.
So it looks like Nano
JTAC
is
is
grabbing
yo
a
calling out
helicopter
with the second
instead.
helicopter.
Decided instead to grab that MI8. Now we're hearing more shots here. Looks like that is the M2 firing. Causing that Vic to smoke and decrew. Fucking hell. That thing's amazing. He put, like, I think 4 or 5 shots, hit the engine block. You can see where the impacts were. And that caused the frickin' M3 to cook off. That's crazy. I love that thing. So now you're hearing the submachine guns and the DPs fire here. And this squad, because of its position, is going to try to catch them out in the open. And we're still watching these guys up here. They might go for that resource depot. And it looks like Derecki, he's trying to get this towed. Looks like 2 cable ties didn't work, so he's going to have to go for a 3rd.
This chopper too high.
This is high, some traffic.
Apparently there's supposed to be any reinserts. You know anything about it?
No, I'm focusing on 2 firefights right now.
Solid.
Krause gets dropped right there. You see these other guys, looks like they're focusing on medical. They're popping smokes to their left because they're taking fire. Now they kind of put themselves in a bit of a tough position here because they're at the front of this base. They took out that 113 though. It looks like they're now popping smoke to charge. It's a very good call to get there before this squad's able to leave that position. They're probably going to push up to this truck for cover and then start funneling into this position. So, that's good. Because this squad, it's going to take them a hot second to adjust. Looks like they got a few guys up here to also help coordinate. Otherwise, these guys aren't in contact just yet. I've only got 2 garrison squads right here to kind of watch this, but you'll start seeing other stuff getting pulled as we get more aggro on things.
Understood.
So that squad pulling back because I forgot its rally point right there. Now you're seeing guys getting into the guns of these trucks, grabbing their MGs, using them to the best of their ability. They're behind this smoking wreck right here. And you got these guys which aren't exactly aggro just yet. Let's see, it's about 12:47, so by about 1:30, you're going to start seeing some serious QRF coming in. But until then, battle still rages on. You just heard Andrew's empty 5 rounds down here. He's getting shot at. He is on his own up there, so he's got to be careful. And I'm actually going to tell this squad to ungarrison.
On the way.
It looks like they're stealing this transport truck. That's good. they're stealing the MGs off of these. So one of these is a transport, the other one is a fuel truck. That can be stolen for 5 RPs.
Just back, guys, east.
Hey, firm, what's going on?
Just to look at these guys right here, looks like they're clearing the
Two of the
town.
gun trucks were aiming southeast and southeast now.
Alpha, you're gonna continue up the road
Looks like a
until we
grenade
go
was
north. Yeah, we're
thrown.
gonna move parallel to the road.
Another
moving
grenade
north,
was thrown
okay?
in the building. Multiple grenades being thrown. One blows up on the outside. But I think that was just a glitch because these guys don't appear to be wounded. So these guys using their grenades to the best of their ability. You're hearing more MG being fired. From what angle, I do not know. And now you're going to start seeing me pull out Hueys here. To basically start getting my shit sorted. So I don't actually have my pilots ready. So I'm just taking a... Why are you grouping on them? No, stop it. There we go. So if I were to copy paste you... Alright, cool.
Going well. They've just reached the town now and are sweeping it.
What the hell? That was weird.
Okay.
Just trying to fix that.
Alpha,
Don't know why
please
he
call
spawned
Bravo
in
as soon as you're
debug.
in position to start yourself.
Hey,
Staying in
firm.
pilot.
Alpha's gonna get on the other side of this SSR, leading to the resource depot, and use the buildings and low walls as cover, moving up.
Oh, hold up. We don't want to do that glitch.
On the way.
So just to get another squad in there, and then I'll have them fall back over there. It's like these guys, I don't know what they're planning per se. I don't think any contact has actually happened yet right here. We have this squad still coming around on their rear, and these guys looks like they're taking out that group of infantry.
On the way.
So I'm gonna send these
Alpha,
guys
this Bravo, we're moving southwest up to you. There's another
on the high
compound
ground
north.
here.
We can follow you in one big block.
and you know, once they actually start moving to that next position, I'll start garrisoning things accordingly.
Pepper Alpha.
I think they're trying to get Nano to tow that thing now.
Pilot grabs the cable ties, but they don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Forehead.
This is Alpha, not quite. We're at the south.
I didn't put
bit
cable
of
ties
that,
in their kits this
Alpha
time because I
stage.
put it in the arsenal thinking they'd take some. Naturally, they don't. I use it as a debug
Copy,
item
you're about
for
to blow
people
up an
that
M113,
AFK.
so sorry.
Could you hold on that for like 5 minutes?
I can give you 30 to 1 seconds to 1 minute.
1 minute, fine.
On the way. Solid copy.
So bring my QRF in there. These guys are getting ready to
Guys, is this
stage on
pizza
this
truck
attack.
yours?
If it's a red truck, then it's Alpha's.
Okay.
What times military fuel truck?
Alpha to Bravo, below it.
Why is that bugging out on him?
You guys okay over there?
Suspend disbelief. Suspend
This is
disbelief.
Alpha. We have opened fire. We hear a Vic somewhere in the building or in the facility to our north.
Copy. Missile truck's moving up.
Ground to check that. You read me?
Otherwise, these guys have started this engagement here.
This is Alpha. Vehicle in the North Resource Depot is believed to be a BMP. My AT is getting ready to fire on it.
Understood.
Copy. We also have our infantry driving around in there.
So yeah, I'll just micro that, and when he goes close to land, I'll just deattach it. Should be fine. But yeah, what that basically means is those MI8s, for whatever reason, aren't allowed to able to carry those Vics, which is weird because with that MI8, I was able to lift that, which is why I'm specifically using that model only. But whatever, I'll give it some more testing later.
Yep. We might as well take the initiative and push into the next depot.
So I got those two squads moving in. Got that
Alright,
squad
guys,
right
the
there.
missile car's behind you.
I think they're aggroing on Nano, so they're gonna try to follow him through the frickin' channel here, which will be pretty funny. Otherwise, we have those guys moving out. So now that these guys are more aware, I will actually just spawn one of these guys right off the bat, send some instantaneous QRF here. This guy I'm gonna set to careless hold fire, just have him
On the way.
transport, unload that group over there, and drive back. But now this is where it's going to get a little tough because I have two active fights to manage.
Ground command to check that. Do you read me?
I read you.
Be advised, start sending heli crews to pick up trucks up to depots and places.
Already on it. We're they're getting shot by QRF.
Solid copy. Priority is to preserve the helis at all costs. No hot evacs.
Yep. Already ahead of you.
Those guys got moved up and got four-headed pretty hard. That ZU doesn't have any line of sight per se. QRF's coming up down that sector.
Alpha Bravo, we're gonna continue pushing northeast to the military compound at the end of this fuel.
Hey, firm. We'll be right behind you.
So really got to watch him right now, because if he tries to land, that thing's going to go through the ground, and then I get yelled at. Oh, heck, so that broke the ropes. Oh, it doesn't glitch the ropes out completely, but, I mean, if it works, it works.
Charlie Delta, call when you need pickup.
Copy that.
James, we've got assets that need to pick up LZ Invictus and the resource station to the southwest of the position.
So these guys don't notice that we've got two squads right here.
Resource station will be taken momentarily.
And here's the engagement on the command team.
On the way.
These guys are going to be instructed to pull around as well. Oh, God, you just saw the freaking anti-material rifle.
This is Alpha. We have
The anti-tank rifle just blow that guy's face off, man. Hot damn.
Huey.
They just shot the pilot out. Wow.
Yeah, Alpha Bravo, do you want me to break a wall?
Yeah, that'd be great.
One guy survived. ZU gun just completely took Rich Bitch's face off.
You in here just blew up some people.
And it looks like they're hitting that position as well.
Solid copy.
They're trying to throw some grenades in. ZU gun turning. Looks like they just shot him off. Nice, 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 nice.
Copy that. On the way.
have them turn. Again, watching the choppers. These guys moving back and forth because we have these guys right here. But those AT guys gotta be careful because they'll eventually run out of ammo. And I don't want to send any Tier 2 Vics against them. This Tier 1 will be good enough because the Tier 2 one will absolutely deck them.
Welcome. Solid copy. Understood. Roger. Roger that. On the way.
I'm gonna push that thing around. So managing both these fights. Managed to clear this garrison out. Oh! What was he using that on? I guess panic firing, but that was purely the AI. I forgot the AI with VCOM will actually use their launchers against groups of infantry, so they might think that was me. So that's gonna be pretty funny.
Alpha to Bravo, are you up?
Otherwise, those guys have
Bravo,
mostly cleared
Alpha
that
advised.
position.
Counterattack incoming northwest, full squad other side of the river.
And I'm also gonna grab another one of these and pull it down from up here.
Copy. Copy. Copy that. On the way. On the way.
And just have it go on a patrol vector to play chicken with them. But yeah, this squad's coming in.
Fly boys, there's maybe some small arms fire coming in from the southeast, but dealing with it.
Let's see, Silver is still down right here. No one
Roger,
bothered
they
to pick
pull
him
back
up when he
for
was
now.
with those 4 guys.
They don't need to pull back. It's a small arms, mate.
Okay.
Charlie, there's M13 rolling up east into the compound.
On the way. On the way.
So I'm gonna break these guys apart. Have them charge this position. Now they mag dumped that 113 and actually managed to get her to dismount, so I'm gonna pull them back. Good call. Now they're getting those those tow ropes out, excuse me. They're fortifying this position. They got these Vics ready to go. And they're still engaging with this squad over here. Yep, still firing back and forth. Now I'm gonna say this squad crossed the bridge.
On the way.
And it's gonna go attack from that other area.
Delta, I have a re-insert for you. Where do you want him?
Yeah, we got these guys now
I want him
running
on
in.
the town of Aaron. If you can
Yeah,
drop in
these
the
guys
LZ
pulling back.
well, he can move up to Aaron and catch up with us.
Alpha to Bravo, coast looks clear.
Ooh. Some AT fired.
Yo, Alpha Bravo, how's this, Resource depot looks clear. We're gonna continue on to the south on resource extraction thingy.
Charlie, what's happening on his Victus?
Copy. This is Charlie, the J-Tac Invictus has assets that need
I assume he means to me, but...
My pilot is scared because there's explosions.
I'm gonna hit their
Charlie
chopper.
Delta, I'm seeing contacts past the compound, far east, northeast.
Charlie, what's the LZ Invictus? There's too much fire.
Hey, double timing it.
Roger that. Roger.
It's unprotected, so I'm gonna go smack it. That's gonna stall that assault. Meanwhile, we got these guys coming around.
Alpha to Bravo, what are you guys shooting at?
Wow, they shot out the 113. Fuck.
On the way.
I was gonna set that up on patrol, but the anti-tank gun is being very effective. And meanwhile, I got that squad now pulling around as well.
Alpha to Bravo, do you copy?
Bravo, we just took out an M13 to the northeast. Give us a moment.
Affirm.
By the way, it's disabled now, so we could pick it up back later. Just shut out the trip.
Alpha to Bravo, we're taking counterattack from the southwest.
Copy on.
They're just coming around in these Vics. And the gunner has no idea how to engage them. Just tapping people. Looks like Calum brought that thing up. They're down to 2 choppers remaining. So far they've captured a good bit of supplies, and those guys were able to take out that squad.
Solid copy. Solid copy.
Try to run these guys up.
Alpha, you wanna start moving southeast? I mean south to the next depot?
Yeah, I see we use these gun trucks.
Okay, you take the front one, we take the back one, or other way
We're
around?
loaded up
Okay.
in the back one.
So to actually get there, don't explode. Oh, because it's putting it in the wall, that's why.
Understood.
But we'll do a single squad of QRF again. Don't have that much, just kind of pulling things around from where I have them.
They said. It will be alright, they said.
Yeah, so that squad was sent when originally the first squad that went over to check out why that chopper explosion happened went kablooey. So they were all the way from a different resource field, like on the bottom left of the map.
I was calling the squad out.
Initial assault on the QRF. I keep waiting for some to take down one of our birds again.
Solid. I can't do anything if pilots do not know when to wave off.
This is Nano, I'm dead.
On the way. Understood.
Air, here,
Charlie
Bravo.
Delta, my pilots are getting absolutely slapped in Victors.
Tell them to wave off. Holy shit! Don't. They're not lemmings.
So they're taking the transports, but they're not evacing those Vics. Alright. So yeah, we'll have that group come down and try to retake that resource depot. And then try to evac those Vics out.
JTAC copies.
Okay, here's the deal. The resource depot at LZ Invictus is currently safe. We have friendly forces inside and on the perimeter. You can bring in the helis to pick up the ship here now.
My pilots have been complaining the fact that it is very much not safe as we've already lost a bird to it.
I'm sitting in the middle of it.
Roger.
I want to see if they actually drive down.
I
Wait
pulled
for it.
2 squads in here, so
Wait
they
for
are
it.
okay.
Alpha to Bravo, we've dismounted. All men up. We're pushing in.
Yeah, sorry, here my driver just pulled a retard and parked right in front of them. That's your all pin.
Solid. We'll try and get the MG ASAP.
Delta, do you read me?
Oh, that Vic's gonna come up.
Copy.
Send for Delta graph.
On the way. Welcome.
Have that Vic come around and recon. If it even decides to go, yes it does. Whoa, 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 where are you going? What?
Welcome.
Stop it.
On the way.
Fucking forehead.
Alpha to Bravo, we believe we've got that MG nest. We're pushing up to make sure.
I'm pushing on now.
Copy that. On the way. We'll go.
So they shot out my other set of Vics.
We're dealing with it now.
And this Vic came around, pretty much shot out by the by that AT rifle. Again, doing a lot of work. By now I have to be realizing I'm losing vehicle assets very quickly when they're thrown around. Edda! God fucking damn these AI. Edda doing a great job showing off why my AI are pretty silly. You know, forehead, I guess.
Charlie Delta, once you're in position, start pushing into the town and hold the main junction. I copy. Delta copies. We're going to push into the town and hold the main junction.
That was a big explosion. Don't know on what. Looks like this blew off Bogan's face. Broke some of that position. They ran up and just mag dumped him. Nice. All right. So it sounds like they blew up that vehicle. They're driving this transport truck up. And Nano instead is diverting over here to these guys. So I'm going to get this guy in the machine gun and turned out on it. Yeah. To help with Overwatch, we got these guys basically covering their back. Nano coming in. I think he's dropping a reinsert off. Go ahead, delete those guys. And again, these guys moving back into town to take that fortified area. We still have an hour. So I'm going to just grab this squad. Double it. And
Alpha Bravo SL, can you meet me at the Eagle?
Double garrison here.
Copy. South here is clear.
That is not what I wanted. Let's try 50 meters.
Roger, that's for the QRF.
Okay, again, not what I really wanted, but I'll put that in. TP to Azariah.
Bar by Dragon, can you meet me over by the car?
Alpha Bravo, be advised we have QRF coming from north of LZ Potato.
Already expected.
A firm on last.
Putting those guys up. That transport Vic.
On the way.
Gonna adjust her path here.
Roger. Copy. Roger.
Because I don't think she was going the right way. Just heard AT launched and fired on that truck. It seems to be okay, though. These guys are adjusting. So Rich deployed, I think, on the wrong side here. And I'm going to have to be ready to deploy those. Do an attach command, otherwise these guys coming around. So again, watch him like a hawk. This transport Vic's retarded, so I'm just gonna say it came over here.
Solid copy. Roger. Will go.
You saw that AT round fly by. Anti-material rifle, pretty much killing the guy in that gunner's spot. And then you got these three guys kind of hiding around right here. And they're gonna back Tempestal up on it. And they're engaging this one guy. I'll send some reinforcements in a few minutes. First, I'm going to see if she can lift by herself here.
Alpha to Bravo, I'm hearing shots from the west.
Will go.
Just reinforcements coming down from the north, catching them at the bridge somehow. I don't know why.
Okay.
Well, I guess the facade's down, because, keck, but, you know, we'll keep making that work. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to fix the towing problem, but I can just, you know, keep my eyes out. Just an extra little thing to manage. I don't mind, doing that, because for whatever reason, those MI8s now do not want to tow those vehicles. You just saw this guy get dropped by that frickin' AT rifle.
AT, how's the fuel?
Small, but belligerent.
Well, you're gonna have
some grenades up there.
You know, dissuade them of that fact.
Yeah, I just got blown up by that grenade, but... Yeah, pop some grenades up there to...
Yell at them real quick.
Wave off.
On the way.
Charlie Delta, report.
So in the secondary research station, stand by.
Roger that.
Solid copy.
Copy.
Alright, so they're moving off on this position. I'm going to delete bodies here. Looks like they're bringing that vehicle up with them for later transport. And yeah, these guys were engaging each other. Have all those units start moving dynamically around.
Alright, Alpha Bravo.
Go.
Get ready, we need to go and reinforce Delta and Charlie.
Can't right now, have the medic.
Get him in a fucking vehicle.
Just shh, it works, alright? It just works. Just like what Todd Howard would say. It just works.
Solid copy.
Now the real trick here is making sure those Vics don't accidentally oof themselves.
Okay, where do you need us to go?
Whereas these guys, for the most part, have taken this position. There are a few
first
guys
one is
down.
a hammer. Then we're
They
gonna
just
move
killed
to
my
Iran.
dish got
Iran.
there. And what you're gonna see me now
Alpha to
do
Bravo, we're ready to go.
is grab two of these choppers.
Bravo, here, people, can't we? Whatever. Where are we supposed to go exactly? Amra?
Yes, go, hurry.
Draft to Alpha and Bravo. Be advised, you're supposed to reinforce the remaining squads at the Iran. They're currently assaulting the resource depot to the northeast. You have to get in the town and hold the position. So hold the town so the Charlie Delta can do the job.
Copy. Be advised, we're like 2-3 clicks away. It's gonna be a minute.
Solid copy. Every area towards the LZ Invictus from the town of Iran is clear. You can land closer to the town if you wish to.
How the fuck are two crates of ATM?
We're bringing armed transport.
fuck?
It's just quicker to do this rather than coordinate air to come in.
By all means.
Wilco. Roger.
This is Charlie.
Yep, go ahead.
So Richie got ditched.
It's been neutralized for now, just in case of taking hold now. We'll look at our wins that we've shut them off with place.
Solid copy. SWAT platoon is on their way. You should be reinforced within moments.
We ingress from the west of resource depot. We should clear on that route in. There's not a lot coming.
On the way. On the way.
Solid copy. Do you need my platoon medic to help you out?
Should be okay, but if you send them, I'm just going to say no.
This is a Delta man with the radio. Squadron's down right now.
Alright, so I have to assume they're gonna push in this direction, so I'm gonna just, before I know anything concrete, just vary a few of my AI.
So that be advised, we are, command is rolling in from the west.
Well,
But yeah, so I'm gonna probably be able to get those Vics deleted. So I've got no intention of recapturing that resource depot, simply because the AI aren't smart enough to get there. But the, that's a field, but these two depots are gonna give them a shit ton of resources to work with. But I'm gonna stop trying to capture that one back, and I'm gonna go for that one.
Charlie Delta, Luxy is your platoon medic. Use him as you see fit.
Affirm.
Shield, this is Sword. We've just reached Hamrat. We're a minute out.
Solid copy.
It's going slow.
Your orders are to...
So yeah, that position's not gonna be there next week, which is unfortunate.
And hold the thick defense positions inside of it.
Copy.
Yeah, I do have this thing, which is going to be very, very mean. Don't. They always do it anyway. Yeah, you see that on the DUI, all those names. I just RC these guys on principle, because I know they're going to try to climb down. They always do it. So yeah, Rich is going to basically because he's here is actually going to mean that that resource field is technically going to stay theirs.
Send it.
We've got a vehicle with MG42 cams. We might be able to resupply our vehicles.
I think these two pilots are just pissing around.
Stay back on that.
But yeah, I'll be able to,
Ground to high command.
this is high, send traffic.
Can you tell me how much time we have left in the op?
You still have like an hour, man. You're good.
Alright. All forces, be advised. We will, once everyone is posted up and ready to go, we will be commencing an attack to the town of Jableh and securing the continental beachhead. How copy?
Copy that.
Sword has arrived in
around. Do you need us anywhere else? Can we pick that spots up or?
No, hold for now. From this point onwards, we are all moving as one force. I'm not risking it to the fucking city.
Okay.
Delta to JTAC, I've got 1 times reinsert waiting at base.
Roger, I've got one bird on the way back with a vehicle. I'll get him to pick him up.
Waiting.
Put a few of these around. Because these can get them a few resource points. So now I gotta come up with what intel should we put in these fobs, and I'll put a table down and stuff. Oh, you climbed down, you little jerk. Ah! Hate that glitch.
Understood. Copy. Solid copy. On the way. Understood. On the way.
Charlie, Delta.
I think think that grenade took him out, yep. Rest in peace, Rich.
Very nice. Where'd you go?
I moved my gun truck to be in a defensive position watching south.
Okay.
And make sure that Jace has the assets out in the field.
Alright, so I need to just start getting all this stuff sorted and ready to go.
Roger, where are they, and are they in an area where my pilots can actually land?
Somewhere in town of Iran, somewhere between Iran and the resource depot on the east
So
side.
Rich decides to DC. Oh well.
Roger that.
Alpha Bravo, get ready for a rollout. I've marked out the plan. We will all be staging from the same way. We'll be moving in as a singular force. How copy?
Alright, I gotta step up my speed a little bit here.
All forces rally up at the sound of Iran.
Roger that. Copy that.
Right.
That's right, 612.
This is Delta, we're at the entrance ready to roll. You have to press to start moving towards the objective.
Emperor, move towards the staging point south of Iran.
Wow, so...
This is Shield Actual. Do you guys need a lift?
Roger. On the way.
They're gonna completely bypass that route. I love it. Okay.
Almost.
Sorry about that, Parker. I didn't even see it.
Fucking, don't worry about it.
On the way. Copy.
Just realized these fobs are the same as the ones in GOS Nizawago, which is gonna be their tier 3 mission.
Delta to response. Who's what?
On the way.
That's for Bravo. That's so more strong. Yeah, so I'm getting him in my truck. My medic's gonna work on it for you. Apologies about that.
All forces move out, move out, move out.
Westler has been picked up. He's still lying on the cold hard fucking asphalt.
That's not how it just dropping the bus off the road, not on the road.
This is
Delta
crazy,
can confirm that
but
we have
this
Westler in
can
the
be
fucking pit.
possible.
We're medicing him.
Alright, cool, never mind.
I've got another civilian that we can utilize, so I'm going to need jet to pick this up.
I mean, they're gonna pull back once contact actually
So,
starts,
copy.
but
Mark as you see fit. We'll let their handle it in the rear.
Hey, firm, it's going to pick up the Alma.
Good copy. JTAC, you copy that last?
JTAC copies.
yeah, so this is another resource field here.
One, not resources in the previous position that we...
So what is this? Resource
So copy.
110021. 110021.
You guys might back up that QRF going towards the previous position that we assaulted. We're going to deal with this fifth truck. You guys go inside the QRF.
Pick up new resource.
Good copy.
So I'm hearing shots, so I'm going to
Going down. The boy was not clear to my other board.
just just lost one chopper because these Vics moved in, yep. So, chopper 3 is down. That's not good. Just right, they might have to start doing reinserts via paradrop, because...
So are we doing this, or are we just sticking around at this town?
Why don't you enter the position we assaulted?
Break! Alpha's dealing with the QRF. We have a fucking armor Vic up here. Looks like a BTR-80.
All forces move into the opposition and reinforce. Stop the QRF now.
All forces right. All houses down.
Oh, there goes the fourth one. Just hit it with AT. I think your gunner's
This is
down.
Alpha, is a BRDM. It's been disabled.
Alpha, are you able to deal with that on your end? Because I can push back up and
They'll be fine.
Right, shield pushing towards the town then. We'll stage outside of it.
Stick around. That was a good hit. Why is those guys gonna start pushing into town? I mean, they're down to planes now because they lost all their helis. So yeah, pilots. There's no way they're gonna be able to be airlifted back either. So this will be interesting. Infantry. News groups coming in. What do I want to tell them? Probably on my FOB right here. No, where is it? Might be further back, actually. Was this not the town I put? Oh yeah, no, it's because it's not spawned in. Yeah, no, I have an FOB here. It's just not actually spawned in. So maybe not that one yet. So instead, we'll do the resource depot. Do the resource base here at 13617. 13617.
This is Charlie. Send it. Charlie towards the town area and southwest of the corner, holding on 1 perimeter.
Solid copy.
We'll wait for everybody else to get info and move that.
Some big shit here that makes you go boom boom. It was just the APCs.
What times friendly truck is moving down the road?
So I think at this rate, these choppers are going to be pulled back. These guys realizing that the fight is now being moved to that position instead. Gonna say these guys are gonna get directly airlifted.
Copy. Copy.
Let me delete that vehicle. This one we're going to bring over here, essentially.
Hey, how you doing?
Alpha is taking casualties, but we've stopped the... We've stopped the QRF.
Wilco.
Parachute. Don't have any more helos because people don't know how to clear shit.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to reinsert them via parachutes now. I knew that would come in handy.
Copy that.
Otherwise, main infantry have gotten in. They will have the resources to buy more helos. But yeah, these guys taking fire, so they're going to be told right off the bat that QRF's going to be needed. I would have had a quote-unquote squad patrolling right here, so...
Parachute. No, I can't hear you in case you're trying to speak.
Hear me? Wilco. Understood. Copy.
Let me go secure that corner of the town. So those helis being spun around. I'm gonna go ahead, delete all the bodies over here. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
How's the assault going on the main town?
Main town got one cleared that time's not quite good, one ready to receive, so...
Copy.
We have Nano right here.
Shield. Yeah. Correction of your vector. Proceed direct east. Deal with the easternmost bit first.
Yeah, they need to capture a fob, because otherwise it's going to be really difficult for them to be able to hold their stuff.
The main platoon with
I mean, let's see, what do we have here?
behind you as soon as they arrive.
They have those Vics. And they have the fuel truck back. So they got a few resources, and if they at least secure this one depot, I think it's a plus 15, I don't remember my exact number, but it's a good amount to, again, keep them going.
Solid copy. Understood.
So I'm going to try to maneuver that Vic
On
up.
the way.
Now we have this QRF basically coming into land. Other chopper should have flown by. We just heard the anti-material rifle that's got to hit on somebody. Yeah, that killed the squad leader. No, that wouldn't be the squad leader. Because I don't have any TL slashes on. Oh, she dropped her stick. Oh, it's gonna be bumpy. Whoo! You ever seen a chopper slide like that? And you're hearing this thing still using its cannon. She still is up, just on her last limb here. Maddox working on Barbarian. More AT going down on it as well. Other AT being launched. I don't even know where that one went. But now SMG gunner, or SMG, submachine gun. Hitting some of these guys. They stole that APC. You know what, I'm just gonna micro-lock vehicles that are empty. Ones that they wouldn't be able to get in and use. I think that's how I'm just gonna enforce that rule instead. Well, yeah, choppers coming in to bring QRF. Infantry are running through. I still have this M2 right here. Got this MG guy. I'm gonna just turn him so he can actually look the angle he wants. He doesn't want to look that angle. Okay.
Charlie, I got eyes on you. You boys,
so we heard that PPSH fire.
Side of the town, they'll be on your guard.
And yeah, this, based off of that, I think they're still going to keep that resource depot. Otherwise, casualties are going to start mounting here. Pilots, I guess, are waiting around. I don't see a plane in the air yet. That was Mirrowell, just got mowed down right there. I think he bled out. And I'm just gonna lock that Vic. He's not supposed to be able to drive those.
Isn't that fun?
This should be only times they
On the way.
really shot us.
I'm just gonna have this thing essentially drive around.
Nothing happened.
On the way.
Well, you just...
Copy.
From the front.
So, the thing is, those AT rifles are really, really powerful. You just have to know where to shoot. And the thing is, with all these different models, you don't know where to shoot, which is what kind of brings some of the balance in this.
Yeah, that's the issue. I should have gun them 10 times, then I hit like at least 50% of them. Nothing happened.
But those fucking, what are they called? Those APCs are like tier 2, because you guys are a lot more inland than, you know, the map that's on the current objective, so you're fighting tier 2 units right now.
Yeah, okay, listen, I don't know why ground command redirected like the 2 squads which were taking the easiest objectives, Sidel Rayan, like the first objective we were supposed to take, out to help fucking
There's a shield right at the junction just to the north far, on the southeast side of town.
You hear them fire those rifles like crazy. Yeah, it's a shootout that I am too.
Solid. Going.
What? I don't have any idea why you would redirect us to help Delta.
Ground, this is High. Not sure if you can hear me. You got 30 minutes remaining. Over.
Solid copy.
Oh, fuck me.
Unfortunately, 30 minutes remaining. I suggest you try to contain at least the town of Jablet before we end up, so we have a big chance.
Why do we need a parachute?
I just sort of ask why he needs a
Alpha,
parachute.
all forces, we're good to go, we're moving, but our vehicle lost the wheel. We can't seem to find the toolbox to put them back on.
Not like all the vehicles come with a friggin' jack and things to fix that, but no.
So, hi, can you provide the toolbox for the wheel change?
That option's not on the server. You should be able to change the wheel regardless. Oh, that would have been bad.
Tab, this is ours.
Send it.
Southeastern fob secured, also got a Spug 9 here.
Good shit, good shit, good shit.
Also got
You figure it out? Oh, look. Yeah.
Interaction points.
Hey, firm, got eyes on it. It's a grid coordinate. We'll deal with it additionally. You keep moving.
Another lesson of, yeah, the Zeus set his settings properly. People just need to look around. Alright, so new resource field. That one is to one of these ones to the south, so... I'm not going to spawn anything just yet. But yeah, they're marking that as their quote-unquote final target.
On the way. Copy that. Solid copy.
Ground, sorry, Delta.
No, my parachute.
Parachute is in there.
On the way.
No, I'm just gonna log. I don't think I'll manage to group up with everyone again, so... Yeah, guys.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Grab the SPG-9.
Check that.
Let's look at the same time so we can speak together, okay?
Yeah.
Ooh, rocket was just fired, but it was a miss. Looks like he's quickly getting out.
Rebels holding roof towards the north.
Bravo, Delta's pushing to you and push on those contacts.
So they read that intel, which if I can... Actually, I can check it based off of the map at the end, so...
75 meters.
Sorry, someone was calling for JTAC on 50.
That's true.
Roger.
Trying to have that big stage around.
That's what we fixed our situation.
So copy Alpha. What's your ETA on the town?
So now this is kind of turned into a pseudo one life because no one wants to take a parachute to drop off. Mortars are on the table. I'm not using them this week though, and I probably won't use them next week either, but after that you'll start seeing Green 4 use them. But so far, what this is going to turn into is that's going to be a red 4 position. Those are going to be red 4. And these two will be red 4. So an interesting spread. Not what I expected them to take, but by all means, if it works, right?
Ground forces be advised that friendly plane is doing a paradraw of re-insert west of the town.
This is something I don't have spawn, but I can do.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, let's get that solid olive cover in.
Will go. Understood.
But yeah, you see that I do have it templated right there. We're gonna get an armed Huey to come in and start flying around the town.
You Alpha, did you guys get lost?
This is Alpha. We were calling you, but we're making our own way to the town.
So I'm not lost.
Nope.
On the way.
Transport unload instead, try to have them stay in the gun and stuff.
Drop forces be advised. Enemy forces at the entrance to the town near the CCP marker, south of Delta marker. Hot copy.
Rough copies. Rough 1-1. If you pull into the road direct to north docks, please announce yourselves, otherwise you're gonna need empty fire.
Enemy position marked with the time.
I think that's all I'm going to send for the rest of it, because I'm marking that as the quote-unquote final target.
That's just got to work on that. My guy's pushing north from the first flight.
Wreck right there. And D-Atomic jumping out already. Pop the chute. There it is. Took a hot second. Just move down via the MG. And you got these infantry now coming back around. Yeah, they're just all kind of gathering around.
Copy that. On the way.
And we'll get them to start funneling as well. He got dropped.
Sharp ground.
I don't think these AI know how to move because they're stuck. Yeah, he's stuck. That's why he got stuck. When you see them in little archways like that, it means they don't know how to get out of little corners they get themselves stuck in. I'm gonna send that pick up. And these guys don't know how to move. Alrighty.
Wilco. Copy that. Copy that.
Throwing a bunch of grenades in. Wasber. What? Type. You just paid me, I don't know what you want. Onion using that. I love that gun. Alright.
We're back on that.
So, gun garrison that. These guys I'm just gonna break apart.
Doctor to all squads, we are sending assault in the next front from the west. Please watch your sorry, from the east. Please watch your fire. All forces fire interior on compound. Friendly's interior.
This is Alpha. What front are we expecting?
Mark the final target.
Huey finally coming in.
So,
Going to adjuster that way, and I'm going to drop off 2 more squads just for the cinematics.
Charlie, we are seeing enemy Huey to the east.
Solid copy.
Just for a good
Copy.
little handing.
On the way. Roger that.
Not Huey, it's using its guns here. The ZU that can shoot it down is right here, they just gotta get to it. Falcon brought over that SPG-9, good call. I got this Vic right here, pretty much overwatching.
down in Sunset.
And they're getting on it, now they're firing at it. That's gonna make her lose her tail rotor and go down. Holy crap, he just tried to snipe Falcon. Now you're seeing some heavy fire come in. Woo! Shit, alright. He fired that a lot faster than I thought he would.
Northern Front reports of forces in there and neutralize the goddamn.
Holy crap. Falcon gets booped as soon as he tried to put that up. But yeah, they're deep hitting the town, like a major town. That's what was guarding that fob up there. It's come down, and it's out for blood at this point. That's some AT getting launched. It took out that guy. I'm gonna have him pull back because I think they're trying to fire AT at him. I'm just gonna back him up. Explosion was behind me. Okay, no more fucking dilly-dallying around. That one's right next to us. Since the AI doesn't want to do it, I gotta do it manually.
That?
Bushmaster more like Heat Master.
Do we still have a inside couple left?
What was the final target?
Did the Huey go down?
Shot it.
Understood why nobody warned the platoon was wounded in a truck. So I would appreciate if someone send a medical to the.
Oh, and he's picking up an enemy MG. I know he's still got his AT right. That was a Bushmaster.
Yeah, alright. As I said, putting back my APDS. No, what I meant.
So.
Oh. I don't know. Oh, hi.
What the fuck even else?
Bushmaster.
So there's another fob on the northern side of that town in Alquanja, which is just outside of Jablo. That's one of their more major fobs. So they had a Bushmaster guarding it, and when you guys started hitting stuff to the south, it came out. And then when you guys went to the town and started firing at the aircraft, they ordered the Bushmaster to open fire, so it just suppressed. Killed a lot of dudes.
It got me through the wall, so that's nice.
It knocked down the wall.
I know.
It blew up a lot of shit, actually.
Apparently I had over 30 wounds on me.
Yeah, it fired 3 times as quickly as I thought it would, so... Oof.
That was a big oofy. Not a roofie, but an oofie.
If you guys want to look at the current mission document and the map I gave you, and look at where you actually are right now, you're a lot deeper than you should be. So I'm even surprised you're able to get this far.
I mean, what would you expect from us, though?
Good point.
I mean, we will go too deep. We will go too deep, but we will also fuck ourselves sometimes.
Or do both at the same time.
If you give us big shit to capture, we're gonna try to capture the big shit.
Also, fair point from Az at one point, as we cannot trust our air for shit.
Okay, so... First one was definitely pilot error, because he landed on a tree. Second one, they were ordered to do something, they did it. It's just no one noticed that a QRF team from the fucking resource field I think Alpha and Bravo hit went all the way back to that position. Because it was following orders that they got earlier, so it bypassed, like, everybody. And just got there and engaged them and blew up the chopper with one of their AT-4s. Third one and fourth one got blown up because my QRF was coming in to hit you at that second resource depot, and then you pulled off just as it was coming in, so you cleared your choppers to come in, and they got shot down because I used, like, tier 2 APCs.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we fast travel to that southeastern...
It's not secured yet, so no. You can only do fast travel on a position if it's been held for at least 1 week.
Oh.
Because, I mean, how would you fast travel there? Like, we don't even have any choppers right now, so...
Oh, wait, we have no more choppers.
All 4 were shot down.
Great.
So we may as well disconnect, because there's nothing we can do.
I mean, Air was offering to bring people in via Paradrop, but I think Air disconnected because no one was no one was taking the offer, so...
I'm not trusting any of our pilots to land that thing on the road.
No, Paradrop in, as in put back on chest.
Wait, we have parachutes?
In the arsenal.
Oh.
I thought you guys were going to do this out by doing a massive Paradrop in the beginning, but you played it safe, which isn't bad. Not a bad idea at all, but you guys went way deeper than you should have, in my opinion.
Does the plane need to survive?
It would be...
It'd be nice so we don't have to buy one again.
I mean, one of the plane, when Nano did a flyby on an enemy position, it got 50 cal to high hell, so he spent an RP to repair it.
Great. Who's this over here then?
They're towing a helicopter back.
I mean...
That's actually amazing.
By the way, did the UE...
If they still have Nanostar, I mean, he could technically fly that back, but...
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Where you can shoot them down with AAA and they'll still fucking land them deep and get all the crew out.
Yeah, that's do you want a fire script that actually sets people on fire when vehicles escape?
Sure. I mean, I don't mind that they survive, because it's actually, that's kind of realistic, you know, when especially when a chopper, like, crash lands. Having a few people survive, I'm perfectly fine with, especially if we have a silly pilot.
Yeah.
Right.
Because at the beginning that was...
Who wants to test their luck?
This is high, send traffic.
Do we have a pilot here?
We don't have one there.
Hold on.
Kanja is not captured, but we're holding firm.
I completely forgot this position just. Roger, are we good for index?
I believe so, yes.
Charlie,
Alright,
sorry.
stand by.
High command. Out of interrogative, is that Hilo safe requisition that we just retrieved?
Yeah, I'll let you keep it.
Question, can we keep the second one that Bravo's sitting on top of? It's only a new bit of new paint and it should be fine.
That one's on fire and next to a building, and you'd have to deattach a lot of stuff and reattach it, so I'm going to say you're going to use parts for that chopper to repair the other chopper so you can have one chopper.
I mean,
sound fair?
just a new paint, it should be fine.
I'm taking it.
Alright, stand by for index. I gotta do a head count of assets and positions, because fun fact, you guys actually drove by a position on your assault in there that they didn't garrison because they were too busy fending you off, so that also counts as capture.
Was by chance the industrial complex on the coast?
On command 8.00, yeah, that's a resource point.
Yeah. Well, there was nothing there, so captured, I guess?
Yeah, because usually I only have a squad defending them, but because of all the other bullshit, they had to be pulled off, so, cack.
Neat.
Okay, so that's 2 resource fields total, 2 resource depots, a fuel truck, and an enemy logistics truck were captured. And they got the 2 fobs in there, so I guess we're starting on the edge of Tier 2 territory. So, -1, Anta repaired, +2 resource fields, 2 resource depots, 2 fobs, +2 locations of found, 4 MI-8s, +1 Huey. So yeah, this was a 40-person player base. And guys, we are going to have another op in an hour, so I'll be debriefing and then streaming the build of that op. So, we're going to do general debrief here. I'm going to cut my music.
I hate you, Bob.
What the fuck?
Oh, someone just fucking threw a grenade.
What did that say at the end? It cut out quickly.
Yeah, it got cut out. I couldn't read the text.
So, I'll go over all of that here. So, overall, you guys captured 2 fobs, 2 resource fields, and 2 resource depots. There was a 3rd resource depot captured in the op, but it was then recaptured by enemy forces, and they pulled the Logivics they had there out. Overall, you guys went to an area that I didn't expect you to go, and you fought harder units than you were supposed to, and you still took a lot of shit, so good job. Air, all of your helicopters were blown up. 2, I will say, were more on the faults. Oh, okay. 1 was the fault of the pilot itself. 1 was the fault of just circumstance. That was the second one. Because I had an infantry squad on the left side of the map go to the right side, because after they confirmed where you were, they pulled units from everywhere, because I didn't know that, you know, as their ground command, I didn't know Alpha Bravo were going to that position, so, you know, instead I'm going to send a Pathfinder group to figure out what's going on, and they just walked right on top of the first resource depot you guys took. So, well, you had pilots trying to extract Vix, so that went off as well as it could have. And the last 2 were shot down because I had a QRF convoy come in to take the second resource depot, because we focused all of our efforts on that flank because that was more inland. So I abandoned my stuff on the left side to try to prevent you from, you know, moving anymore. And that was just poor timing on the scenario itself. So that one wasn't really anyone's fault. It was just shit happened. So I know something you're gonna buy for next week, but Ground Command, if you want to get with me, give me a few days because I got a lot of IRL stuff to do, and I want to finish the document itself for all the stats and whatnot. But I'll tally out how many points we have to spend. Should be like 30 to 50, like something big, because there are also enemy logistics Vix captured. There was civilian fuel Vix that were also captured, so I gotta tally everything up, but yeah, it should be around 40-50 now that I think about it.
Yeah, you
and
said
then
Wednesday, so.
the bonus for resources as well. So all that's good. And I also have to roll over the captured intel, those new positions, 2 additional resource fields that were discovered. So I'm gonna write up when I'm done talking the overall mission feedback. Please let me know what you thought about it, what you think needs a change, and I'll do my best to accommodate. But I just, for the record, you guys went to an area that was harder than other areas, so if you got dicked on, it's kind of by design, especially by the Bushmaster at the end, because yeah, I had the Vic and the northern fob outside of the town just pulled up to cover some choppers coming in.
That's what that fucking was. I knew that was that.
Yep. Otherwise, I think that's all I've got. Ground command, go ahead.
Okay. There's a lot to take in and parse over, but not gonna lie, I was nervous throughout the whole op, given the fact that we split our forces. But today's op has been brought to you by competent 2ICs and competent squad leads. So today, if anyone is wondering when does a split force work, there is your explanation. I was on the overall very happy with how my squad leads conducted, how platoons conducted, and I believe some of you might notice that there was a bit less communication 50, but I know for a fact that Shield platoon had their own internal net, so that was also okay. And on the overall organizational side, it was good. Heli situations, okay. I cannot tell, and if I start to give lectures here, it would be really shitty from my perspective because I'm not a pilot, and telling whether they could have or shouldn't, or maybe they should have done something else is not wholly on me, but maybe a little bit more, I don't know, attention and care would be advisable in any further situation.
Real quick to butt in, did any of the pilots actually like die in the op? Because I thought they were all rescued, except for maybe one. One died. Okay, because that needs to be reflected too. Thank you.
Other than that, yeah, there were some hiccups here and there, and it was really hard to figure out when is the QRF coming, and those situations that required of us to constantly backtrack and move around without any advanced recon or I don't know, any kind of advanced warning. There is no way we can prepare for that. So I believe that everyone did as best as they can, and I've seen squad leads and 2IC pull immense weight today. So this is my hats off to you for doing as well and capturing a lot of shit. Actually, if you think about it, we covered a vast amount of map, and you actually managed to capture every single objective I've posed before you. So good job, everyone. Keep it up. Alpha?
Hey, Alpha here. My squad did very well overall. I apologize on my end for sometimes not really talking about keeping my squad up to date on what we're doing and what's going on in the bigger picture. But I tried to fix that a bit later in the op. Anyway, yes, Slushy was my team lead. Slushy did great as well. Shout out to you for
keep the stream going.
wrangling all these other people. We stuck around with Bravo, cleared that first town. There was nothing in it, but we stole a Volkswagen hippie van. Took that, went around to the northern resource depot up there, cleared that out with Bravo, cleared out the military objective withstood a counterattack or two, pushed south, cleared that out pretty quickly. I didn't want us to deal with trying to cross a bridge, so I just bum rushed it with the gun truck, and it worked out in our favor this time. So, hooray! After that, we took some casualties, held off another counterattack from that bridge. Got called over to the other side of the island, and a genuine concern of mine, as well as Bravo lead, I'm sure, was we're just kind of leaving these for the enemy to recapture them. At least that's what it felt like. But I mean, we got over there. Alpha dealt with the QRF, and after Pogo came and helped us unfuck our shit, got me back up, we went off to join the last moments of the assault on the northern fob. And then Index. My squad did everything I asked them to. Yeah, it was good. Bravo. Bravo, which I think was Ice Dragon. Don't know how that was fun.
He's not here.
He's not here. So Charlie.
Or team lead of Bravo.
Or team lead works too.
There was a little issue with communication just on my personal end, but aside from that, as far as I can tell, people were moving, at least trying to do what he was saying. So yeah. No real comment. People were doing, just as far as I could tell, best they could. Next.
So I'm going to preface it in terms of what my squad was able to do. In the beginning half of it, I couldn't have had a better squad. Towards the end of it, you guys dropped the ball. It got to the point so much so that one of my team leads just flat out quit. And I pride myself on not having many people drop from my squad, but when my team leads are quitting and then saying that no one is listening to them, that's where I take issue. Some people within that team probably would have been with them, and that's fine, but there are some people that spoiled the bunch. And as squad members, when you're assigned to stick to a team lead, especially when we're playing pseudo IFA style where you don't have personal radios, that is imperative that you stick to your team lead and you listen to what they say. If they're starting to quit because of the fact that teams aren't listening, that then becomes an issue where I question, is it just not hearing them or is it just negligence? And I pray that I'm on the former rather than the latter. In terms of the aggression, we were great. But we kept moving. We had everything pretty much nailed down. It was great working in platoon-style tactics with Delta, and it was great to work as a split force that actually worked for once. But again, if people are going to start spoiling the bunch by just going off on their random selves by saying, oh, let me just clear up this one contact, if somebody who's in a leadership position, whether it's a squad lead, ground command, or team lead, if they say for you to pull off on that engagement, come with me, we're doing this, you're doing that. There's no two ifs or buts about it. Unless it is vital, like if you're dealing with medical situations.
Can I add something as Charlie Medic?
Go for it, it's free country.
It's more related to medicing stuff, so tell me if I need to wait till open.
I'll butt in. Next stop's going to be at the top of the hour. I'm setting it up right now. When we finish with this debrief, I'll probably wait till about 2:35, 2:40-ish to let the threes have a lot of time to play Barbie, and we will get started at 3.
So in regards to medicing, if you find someone down, yes, call out for a medic, but please actually evaluate them and get tourniquets on them and slap bandages on them. You don't need to be a medic to apply bandages to people. You can just do it yourself. You don't have to wait for the medic. The only thing the medic can do that you can't is pack and give blood. Everything else, as a basic rifleman, you can do. You can do tourniquets, you can do bandages, you can do morphine and epi.
So if you can, stabilize them.
Please stabilize someone. Don't just sit there and let them bleed out next to you waiting for the medic who's busy elsewhere.
But then again,
situational though.
But then again, you're missing the part where the dude got shot. Like, he died within 15 feet of a soldier. I'm not going to bandage a dude while a dude's shooting at me.
I'm not asking you to. I'm talking about people who
Alright,
are
this is getting off topic. We can do with this bit later. Next.
Delta?
Yep, Delta.
Delta, you're my dream team today.
You gave me a slight stiffy about how well you did, which is a nice thing today. No, I honestly no complaints. Delta did absolutely fantastic. It was really good coordinating with Charlie on a regular basis. You know, we had some very good coordination going. We hit our objectives pretty well. We did on the first objective leave a little QRF force to manage to sneak in behind us, but you know, Charlie got back and dealt with them while Delta held the road. Team lead, you did really well. You know, Russ, I had no problem. I loved you running after that team and screaming at automatic. My favourite part of the op, actually. But yeah, no, it was really good. It fell apart a little bit on the last fob, but I think that was purely for that Bushmaster just surprised the living ever shit out of me and completely annihilated a couple of people. So that was quite an interesting surprise. Op-wise, really good concepts. Really enjoyed it. The only thing I would request, the only thing I would like different, my team lead to have a radio. If that's something we can buy for the next stop, excellent, because that would just be a little bit helpful and make it easier for him to step up when I'm down, because I got shot in the face about 3 times this op and left him without a radio contact to anyone else. But yeah, otherwise 10 out of 10.
So SRs will be a thing. I'm not sure where I put him at, but I think you can purchase them immediately, so it's going to be up to Ground to see where he wants to put his money for the first week.
Radios.
We need a helicopter
First,
helicopters first.
I got them a helicopter.
Yeah, we stole Huey.
They lost all the helicopters. It was only by my benevolence that I decided to think, you know what, I'm going to treat Air gracefully today.
And I got shot in the attempt to do it too.
I am a benevolent god.
Yeah, but that was it for Delta. Air?
I mean, to be fair, you can thank Delta for that. For decrewing it.
Yep. Check in the chat what we actually need. Either at least semi-auto weapons and radios after the helis.
Well, on air part, 2 things. First, when you tell me it's a surfer Z, make sure that somebody is there to make it safe. Second thing, if we're telling you we are under fire and you're saying you're dealing with it, let us know where you are, because yeah, that was our first chopper lost. Other than that, it was nice dying in that first ambush, so that's nice.
Open floor. Anyone have anything to say?
Has the password for the server changed?
Yes.
Do we need the T3 add-ons?
No, that's a good question. No, we do not for this campaign.
Anything?
What mod set is it?
It is the Pogo Get Good mod set.
I am special. I saved Alpha.
Pogo, I can tell you what what fucking mod set it is.
Yikes!
You just kick him. Oh,
yikes! I got kicked.
God damn.
Ow, no, ouch. No, oh,
I'm
no.
gonna announce that I'm gonna start letting people in for this mission, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna be doing. So stand by.